Tottenham Hotspur need to change the way that they approach the summer transfer window. Last year was focused on signing young talent that we can develop over time. This year needs to be focused on signing proven quality that can come straight into the first team and make a positive difference, because that's what we didn't do last summer. That's what I had the biggest problem with last summer. I didn't have a problem with signing young talent because every big club signs young talent, but you know what the big clubs do? They sign proven quality to go alongside it to improve their first team. We didn't. We tried to take the Brentford Brighton approach of signing these young players and developing them over time, but the problem was we're not a club like Brentford and Brighton who are trying to survive in the Premier League and be sustainable. We're a club that are trying to compete for major honours. We're a club that want to be up there in the top four according to our owners, and we headed into last season, apart from Solanke, with the exact same team as the previous season. And the team the previous season had been figured out by the end. The tactics had been sussed out, and we got taken apart game after game. Now, whilst a lot of the losses are down to Ange Postecoglou and his refusal to adapt, I can't help but think if we went out there last summer and signed more proven quality players for the now, we would have finished a lot higher in that league. I really, really do believe that. And this summer, we cannot make the same mistake. We've got youngsters who are coming through from the academy, Donnelly, Mikey Moore, Ajayi. Focus on developing them and focus on developing the youngsters that we've already signed. Lucas Bergvall, for example, Ashley Phillips coming back, Voskovic soon, Focus on bringing through these lads. We don't need any more, because we cannot go out there, sign more young players that in a few years might be worth 30-40 million more. But what are we trying to do? Are we trying to survive in the Premier League, or are we trying to thrive in the Premier League? Spurs are a team that should be competing. Brentford, they can do the Moneyball approach and they make it look brilliantly. Data-driven signings to bring in players, develop them, raise their price tag by 30-40 million, then sell them on, then sign better players, and it really does help them. It helps them, but it helps them to survive. Are Brentford ever going to compete for the Premier League, for the top four with that approach? No. But no one's expecting them to. They're hugely punching above their weight when you look at their net spend, and they're doing it using the Moneyball approach. But for a bigger club, we cannot afford to do that. We need to sign the youngsters that we can develop and sell on down the line, or potentially keep and just let them thrive in our team. But we need to sign the players who are going to get us competing. Look at Manchester City. They sign young players, but they also sign proven quality players to come straight in. Liverpool, even Chelsea the last few years, as much as their transfer approach has been bantered and how big their squad is, they head to every game with their double-decker bus instead of a single bus. But having said that, whilst they are signing these youngsters who in years they're looking to sell on, they're also signing proven quality players. They're not, bringing in 18, 19-year-olds all the time. They're bringing in 21, 22, 23-year-olds who, yes, are young, but are proven, who have shown that they can do it. And that's what we need to do. No more 18, 19-year-olds who are taking a gamble on. We've got a few of them. A few haven't paid off. A few have. In my opinion, Bergvall has got a very, very high ceiling, huge potential in the future. A couple of other players that we've signed, Archie Gray, I'm not too sure about him in that midfield, which is where we signed him to be. So, you can make mistakes with these transfers and they don't get you competing for the major honours, whereas signing proven quality players do. Don't go out there and sign a winger who we haven't heard of, who in 4 or 5 years might be decent, because we need to be looking at the now. We only keep managers for 1 or 2 years. How can we have such a long-term approach as a football club when we continue to sack managers after 2 years? You've got to be looking short-term if that's the approach that you're going to take. When Levy and Vinay are coming out saying, we want to go for league titles and Champions Leagues, okay, we'll go out there and spend the big money then. Don't try and survive in the Premier League and make profit by using the Moneyball approach. Don't make profit. Don't even break even. Lose money, but let the team succeed on the pitch. You'll make money from all the people that turn up to the games and the amount of revenue the business makes now from the F1 sponsorship deals and NFL and all of that. Go out there, sign an Eze for 65, 70 million pounds, maybe more because he's an English player. Go out there and sign a Pasili in the midfield, who's going to make a major, major difference. Go out there and sign a Gatti in the defence. Don't sign any more youngsters. 1, because we've already got them, and 2, because they're not going to improve our first team. If we hadn't already signed the youngsters last summer, I wouldn't have a problem with us signing more this summer, as long as it came alongside top players, which is what I said last summer. I don't have a problem with young talent coming in, as long as we get the top players. We didn't get the top players. We've got a load of young talent. We're already developing them. A few are looking good, few not quite living up to the expectations, so we don't need any more. Focus on the young talent that we've already got. Focus on developing them and go out there and sign proven quality first team players who can come in and make a difference in priority positions. A number 6, a winger, a centre back, potentially a full back. Sign players in all 4 of those positions who are going to come in and pretty much guarantee a difference. You know, an Eze, and a Burma, a Semenyo, a Paulinho, a Gatti. Look at Milenkovic for Nottingham Forest because they're in the Conference League. Throw your name into the hat. Yeah, we might not get these players if we go in for them, the Ezes and Milenkovic, but at least throw your name in the hat. You know, new manager, Champions League football. We're not the most exciting prospect because we finished 17th, but we also just won a major trophy and we can offer them the biggest competition in the world, which their team isn't competing in. So throw your name in the hat for all of these players. And what's the worst that can happen? You get rejected, cool. Move on to the next. Keep going for these big players, and surely a couple of them might want to join this football club because of the prospect of Champions League, working under Thomas Frank. I'm thinking about people like Mbermo there, and the fact that the club's just broken its 17-year trophy drought. That was a big reason people didn't want to join us. Spurs don't win anything. How am I going to progress my career at Spurs? How am I going to, have those photos at the end of my career of lifting a trophy when I played for Tottenham? But we've just won one, so we've shown that we can do it very, very recently. Go out there, sign some top quality first team players, develop the youngsters that we've already got because we don't need anymore. I am not opposed to bringing in youngsters in general, but I am this summer because we did last summer. A few have worked out, a few haven't, and we didn't sign the first team quality we needed alongside them. Guys, I'm going to make like a banana and split. Take care of yourselves. All the best. Have a smashing rest of your day. And as always, come on, you Spurs.